Now in part C, we are going to attach the inseparable prepositions to the following words. Now, in order to do this in your homework, you have to rewrite these words. So let's just look at a couple of examples of these. Now, number one, we're going to add le, which means to or for, to the word ish, which means man or husband. Okay? So how would I do this? I put the lamed with what it comes standard with, which is a shiva, a vocal shiva, and then it's going to go directly on ish here. So it would be le ish. And guess what? I'm done. There's no reason that this lamed with its vocal shiva cannot be here. Okay? Le ish. To or for a man. Le needs to be attached to Adam in number 2. That one's also easy. I put le with its standard vocal shiva in front of Adam. No problem at all there. Le Adam. Let's look at where there could be a potential problem. Look at 8. With 8, I'm adding ke, like or as, to Shemuel. Now, what do you know about the shiva of Shemuel? Well, that's vocal at the beginning of a word. Now I'm adding a kaf that I'm going to attach directly in front, and the kaf comes standard with a vocal shiva also. So what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen. This is the Red Ryder problem, and we will fix it with a Red Ryder BB gun by shooting out one of the eyes and then making this vocal shiva silent. So it's going to be ke Shemuel. Shoot out an eye. And what's going to happen to the next shiva? It will be silent, okay? So you're going to pronounce this as not ke Shemuel, not ki Shemuel, but kish. Silent shiva, kishmuel. Kishmuel. All right? So that's what you'll do there. Look at number 9. Here I have Edom, Edom, with a bet in front of it, in Edom. And notice I have a compound shiva, and I'm going to attach a word or an element with a vocal shiva. I can't put vocal shivas next to vocal shivas or compound shivas, so this is another Red Ryder problem. What will happen? The compound shiva in more violent fashion takes his Red Ryder BB gun and shoots out not just one eye, but 2. Okay? And then replaces it with the corresponding vowel element in the compound shiva. This is a katef segol, so we're going to stick a segol here. So this is going to be be Edom. Be Edom. Segol, katef segol. All right? So that is the way we're going to do this. A couple other comments here. There's a footnote here for number 5. We're adding the ke to the word bane, like a son. And what's going to happen here? Ke bane. This bet has a dagesh lene in it. It's a Begad Kafat letter. One of the things that we're going to find out is that, and this will become clear in chapter 4 or 5. I think it's 5 that we're going to really focus on this. Anytime a Begad Kafat letter is preceded by vocal noise, whether it's a vocal shiva, compound shiva, or a vowel, dagesh lenes will lose, Begad Kafat letters will lose their dagesh. So this dagesh is going to go away. It will become kevain instead of kebane. Kevain, like a son. Okay? Don't worry your heads over this. Same thing happens with davar. Le davar is going to be written exactly like this without the plus sign, but the dot will go away when we add that vocal shiva before it. Okay? So that's an arrow indicating that it goes away. So those sorts of things happen there. Okay? Let's do one more. Let's do ke shilomo. Ke shilomo. what's going to happen when I add these two vocal shavas together to say like Solomon? Ke Shilomo. That's right. I'm going to get a Red Rider problem. And we're going to shoot out the I under the Kaf. The Shava under the Shin will now become silent. And then we have our word here. So Kish Lo Mo. Okay? Kish Lo Mo. Not Ke Shilomo, but Kish Lomo. Kish Lomo, like Solomon. All right. Now, Ross does not have you do something that I ask you to do in my homework assignment. And that is that I ask you to take these words before you add the preposition, so to take these vocab words as they are, and to divide their syllables, label the syllables as open or closed, label each syllable for its tone, whether it's tonic, pretonic, propertonic, or posttonic, and then to label any vocal shavas, or any shavas at all. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to erase any markings here. Okay, and we'll just walk through these real quickly. Ish. Ish is a one-syllable word. I have one vowel, one syllable, so I am not going to divide this anywhere. I'm just going to mark it as closed since it ends with a consonant. So Aleph is a consonant, Kiryat Yod is a vowel, Shin is a consonant, so it's a closed syllable. It's also tonic, and there's no division and no shava, so I'm done. Next I have Adam. Adam. I go to my consonant, find its vowel. I'm going to divide if it's open right here, but I got to ask, is it open or closed? So I look to the next consonant and I check what's under it. It does have a vowel. So consonant vowel is one syllable, consonant vowel is another. Every vowel has a lead consonant to make its syllable. So I can't take the dalet and stick it with the ah at the beginning. Dalet belongs with this kametz here. So I'm going to divide there. This is open. It's a consonant vowel. This is closed. Consonant vowel, consonant. Okay? Let's make this a little bit bigger. We take the next one, Eretz. This is a consonant. This is a vowel. This is a consonant with another vowel. So these are two separate syllables. We're going to put our dividing line there. And then there's a closing consonant. So that's closed. That's open. I've divided. Where's my tone for these? We forgot to do that for the one, number 2. The stress we assume is on the final syllable. So that's tonic. So the preceding one is pretonic. Here, the stress is marked on the first syllable. So that's tonic. So this one must be post-tonic. Eretz. Eretz. Okay. Number 4, I have melech. I'm going to divide here because I got a consonant vowel followed by a consonant vowel. So each of these vowels have their own consonants leading their own syllable structure. Don't stick the lamed over any other syllable. It needs to lead that vowel. So this one is open. This one is closed. Consonant, vowel, consonant. That shava, by the way, is silent because at the end of a word, shavas are always silent. And then this is tonic and this is post-tonic. Okay? So I think I've gotten all the things done here that I've asked you to do. Number 5, Bain. How many vowels do we have? Just one. That's Sere. So this is one syllable word. So I do not divide it into more than one syllable. It is tonic because it's the only syllable. It's therefore the final syllable. And it's the stressed syllable. So it's tonic. There's a final noon. So there's a consonant at the end. So it's closed. And I'm done. Here I have shalom. Shalom. Consonant, vowel. This consonant has its own vowel, so I can divide these. This is two separate syllables. Sha-lo. Sha-lo. There's also a mem here. Shalom. That's a closing consonant. This one is an open syllable. There's no consonant to close it because the lamed goes with the next syllable. Where's the stress? I assume final syllable stress unless there's an accent mark telling me it's somewhere else. So tonic. And this one is pre-tonic. And there's no shava to label. Real quickly, number 7, davar, consonant vowel, a new syllable with its consonant vowel, so we can divide. This is open, consonant vowel, consonant, closed. Stress is where? Final syllable is where I assume, and the preceding one must therefore be pre-tonic. Now look at 8. I have a shava under the sheen, and this is at the beginning of a word, so you know that that shava must be vocal. All right? So it's sh. Now, can I divide to the left of a vocal shava? The answer is no, I cannot do that, because we let the vocal shavas piggyback onto the next full consonant and vowel syllable. So we cannot divide our vocal shava there, okay? So we're going to wait till we get to the next consonant and vowel, and then if it's closed, well, another consonant. If it's not, then it'll just be a syllable that ends with a vowel. But we have sh, mu, there's a consonant. There's a shurik, that's a vowel. And so I'm going to want to divide here unless the next consonant has a silent shava. Here, the next consonant does have its own vowel, so that's going to create a new syllable structure. So I can go ahead and divide here shmu, and then consonant, vowel, consonant, ale. So we know that's closed. What about this one? This syllable has a vowel, u, and no closing consonant, so that is open. So remember, what determines when a syllable is closed versus open has to do with whether there is a final consonant in the syllable. It doesn't matter how many consonants are on the front end. I can have a consonant cluster on the front end. What matters is whether there's a final consonant at the end of the syllable. And there is no final consonant here. It's just a vowel, and then this consonant starts the new syllable. Okay, so this is open, that's closed. Shmu, ale. Where's my accent? Accent's on the final syllable unless we know otherwise or are told otherwise, and there are no accent marks anywhere else. So this must be pre-tonic if it's before the tonic syllable. So shmu, ale. How many vowels do I have? 2. 1, shurik. 2, seri. So I'm only going to have one dividing line, which makes 2 syllables. All right? Now, adom is not a simple vocal shava, and it's not a silent shava. It is a compound shava, and I'm going to mark that in my labeling. So adom. How many true vowels do I have if we are not treating vocal shavas and compound shavas as vowels? Here I have 1, a holam vav. So can I split this word into constituent parts? The answer is no. Do not divide any word that only has 1 vowel. Remember, compound shavas and vocal shavas are not true vowels and therefore do not constitute their own syllable. Ross would have divided here. Dome. We're not. So it's just going to be adom. Adom. All right? So we're done. Here we have a consonant and a vowel, number 10. And I might want to divide here, but I have to look at the next consonant and see, is there a vowel under it or a shava? If there's a silent shava, the bet belongs with the preceding consonant vowel and it'll be closed. So what do I have under the bet? I do have a shava. So I have to decide, is it vocal or silent? Look to the right, and if you see a short vowel, it's silent. If you see a long vowel, it's vocal. This is a pathak, which is a short vowel, and therefore the shava is silent. And if the shava is silent, where do I always divide a silent shava? I will divide it to the left. Silent shavas are always telling me that the consonant is closing its syllable. Okay, so divide to the left of a silent shava. Av, no sound, av, and then ram. This consonant has its vowel and a final consonant. So what do I have here? Av is closed. Consonant, vowel, consonant, and a silent shava marking it as closed, and then a consonant, vowel, consonant, another closed syllable. Where's the stress? Stress is final, so the preceding syllable is pre-tonic. And then next, we have sh. You see there's a shava here under the first consonant. That's vocal. Sh, lo, mo. There's my consonant and its vowel. I'm going to let this sh piggyback onto it. Now I've got a new consonant and its vowel, so that's got to be divided right there. Shlo, and then this consonant takes its own vowel and its own syllable. Shlo, mo. So what is this? This is open. This is open. This holam hey is a mater. That's not a closed syllable. That hey is not a real consonant. Okay? Tones here on the final syllable. So the preceding syllable is pretonic. And then finally, I have this word. Mem has a vowel under it. Thinking I'm going to want to divide here. What do? I look and see if the consonant has a vowel or a shava. It's got a compound shava, which I know is a kind of vocal shava. So do I divide vocal shavas to the left or to the right? The answer is always to the right. Always divide a vocal shava to the right and let the vocal shava, or in this case the compound shava, piggyback on the next consonant and its vowel. So here's the next consonant and its vowel is segel hey. So that's it. I'm done. I don't need to divide anything else. So what am I going to label this as? Compound shava here. Is this open or closed at the back? Segel hey is a mater, so it is open. That hey is not a consonant hey. It's not closing the syllable. Ma is open. Where's the tone? Tone's on the final syllable. Preceding syllable is pretonic. So that is how we divide and label the syllables.